Hey nail babes, it's Taylor and I'm back again with another nail video. We're going to get straight into it. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I prep my clients' nails for acrylics. Right now, I'm just pushing back the cuticles. I actually skipped this step because it's something that I do the moment my client sits in my chair, and that's spray her hands down with hand sanitizer. This also seems to help me be able to push the cuticles back a little bit easier. Sometimes cuticles can be tough, but hers were not bad at all, so it was really easy. Next, I'm going in with my ball bit, and I'm going in a backwards motion. So I'm right-handed, but I'm putting the drill on reverse, and I'm going from left to right instead of right to left. I don't really know why this is, but for some reason, when filing the cuticle area, it's just much easier to go in this direction instead of right to left. Now I'm going in with my cuticle nippers, and I'm going to be trimming the excess off of the cuticle area. This part is really not necessary. You're actually able to remove this with your ball bit, but for some people, they just like to use the cuticle nippers, and I happen to be one of those people. This just ensures that there's going to be no excess acrylic on the skin, because that will cause your nails to lift up if you happen to get the acrylic on there. I myself just rather be on the safe side and prefer to remove it. My clients also like the way that it looks when I'm finished. Now I'm using a soft sanding band to remove any oils that are on her natural nail plate. This ensures that after I've applied my dehydrator and primer, that the acrylic is going to bond to her natural nail. This is also going to prevent lifting, and it's going to prolong the longevity of your sets. I'm using this bit on a low to medium speed. Your goal is to make sure that the natural nail bed is almost completely white.
30 hertz straight up.
I didn't realize that my camera was off when I was trimming her excess nail, but I just took my clippers, my nail clippers, and I just went over each nail one time just to make sure everything was even, and I went ahead and dusted off all of the dust from her natural nails, and now would be where you apply your tips and you continue with the next step. I'm just going to be using some KDS glue. You can use any glue that works best for you, but I prefer KDS glue because it seems to be the strongest. Side note, did you see my little quarter on the end of my glue? That's a little trick that I used to see in the nail shop. They use that so that their glue can sit straight up on the table. It's not spilling over, or you gotta lay it on the side. So I do that as well. I'm only using a dot of glue. I don't like to use too much glue because I'm a little iffy about applying glue to the natural nail. It's just a thing that I have. So I like to apply a dot of glue first. I'll apply the tips, and if I need more, I'll add a little more to the top.
Brings me to 30 hertz straight up.
This is how the nails are looking after I finish applying all of my tips. Now I'm just going to go back in with my sanding band, and I'm going to be blending the tips with the natural nails. I like to go back and forth. So if I didn't get it too good on the first go round, I like to go back and forth between nails just to prevent heat spikes. Again, I'm also using my drill on a low to medium speed. I'm using an 80/80 grit hand file, and I'm going to use that to make sure that everything's lining up evenly. I want the tips to blend perfectly with the natural nails to ensure that there's no lumps and bumps while I'm applying my acrylic. Once I'm finished, I'm just going to use a duster brush and clear all the dust from the natural nails before applying the Dehydrator and the primer. Here I'm showing you the look we were going for. This is a set inspired by Zany Nails on Instagram. For those who don't know, I host nail giveaways once every 2 months, and all you have to do is watch my Instagram stories for a chance to win. I'm going to be adding 1 layer of Dehydrator and 1 layer of primer to these nails. Both of them are by Mia Secret, and they can be found in the box below. I already did one of the ombre fingers for Instagram, but I'm going to show you the rest. And now we're about to go into our Reddit stories. I got cheated on, and it was my fault. I want to end myself. Okay, pause. Sorry, y'all. But y'all gonna have to excuse me if it's a bit hard to read these. A lot of these Reddit stories do have lots of grammatical errors. So, girl, never mind. Here we go. I got cheated on, and it was my fault. I want to end myself. I instigated arguments, and that pushed him away from me. And he ended up cheating on me. Not physically, but sex chatting with someone. I loathe myself, and he says I deserve better, and he f***ed up really bad. It was not my fault, and that he had everything with me. We did. Now my future does not contain him. I cannot look into his eyes and see myself grow old with him. He won't be the dad of my kids, and all our dreams are gone. I feel like my whole essence has been ripped out, and there's nothing to live for. Not without him. Every day it gets harder, and I'm terrified to sleep because I have awful nightmares and keep waking up from one nightmare to another. I love him with all my being, and it's my fault. I cannot live with myself. Haven't eaten, haven't drank for days, haven't gotten out of bed. I want to off myself. We click so well, like two souls who are meant to find each other in each life they have. First time we met felt like knowing and loving each other for decades. I did not have this deep connection with anyone before him. I cannot live without it. I am not worthy and I'm just a burden to everyone. Girl, there were so many things wrong with this situation. First things first, you sound depressed. You sound really depressed. Like, there were so many things. Like, you instigated arguments. You feel like that pushed him away from you. He was sex chatting with someone. You want to off yourself. Like, girl, listen. So, I feel like, girl, I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh, but this was a train wreck. This was completely a train wreck. I feel like this is a psychological issue. You mentioned nightmares. Girl, I'm trying to say this in the nicest way possible, but go seek help. You really need to see a therapist before you try to worry about dealing with the relationship, because if you're instigating arguments, that means you didn't give any context as to why you were doing that. I don't know if maybe there was a reason. If the reason was because he was sex chatting other girls, then you had every right to mention that to him. So I don't see how that would be instigating an argument unless you had something going on mentally and you were doing it on purpose for every little thing that has nothing to do with that situation. You also didn't mention how long you guys had been in this relationship, but you were like planning. You were planning ahead of time. You wanted to grow old with them. You wanted to have a family. You wanted to have babies and all of these type of things. You didn't you didn't let us know how long you've been in this relationship with this person. So I'm not really sure, because, that sounded like it was a bit quick, girl. You was planning stuff, and I don't think y'all is on the same page. I don't really think y'all is on the same page. But also, you having nightmares. That's also a psychological issue that needs to be addressed. You need to probably find a therapist. I know that's not the most easy thing in the world to do, depending on where you come from. But you definitely should be talking to somebody about this situation. But as far as you and him being in a relationship, I think that's a no-go. I think it's a no-go. Why? Because instead of working this out with you as a partner, he decided to talk to other people. So maybe this relationship wasn't going to work out for both of you. Maybe, again, you can always rekindle things at a later time, but first I would suggest for you to go and talk to someone about your problems before trying to be in a relationship with anyone. But that's my 2 cents. Next case. My boyfriend cheated on me with several different girls, including his ex. I just found out last night that my boyfriend of a year and a half had been cheating on me for what seems like the entirety of our relationship. He has been very controlling and possessive over my phone, although I let him go through it however he pleases. Whenever I would ask to go through his, he would become hostile and agitated. This went on for ages. I felt so uncomfortable, so I knew he was hiding something from me. I decided to go on his phone while he slept. Mind you, I hate doing that. And I found messages with multiple girls. He had asked to see them or pick them up. He was even texting his ex, telling her he misses her. He had a video on his Snapchat memories from last month of a naked girl on his bed. I'm in so much shock and heartbreak. Please, can I have some advice or anything?
Girl, he's a dub. He's a whole dub. Girl, what? We're not even gonna do that. Advice for what? Advice on what? I'm so sorry that happened to you, girl, but woo, you're gonna have to get over it. You're gonna have to get over this one, because there's no advice to be given. You already seen what you need to see. He playing in your face. Girl, pack it up. Pack it up. Girl, I don't got nothing to say. Next case. I caught my parents with marijuana. What should I do? I went to my parents' house the other day, and I found what was obviously some stems on the end of the table next to the couch. I'm like, what's this? And they denied it, telling me it was a grape stem. But when I went to the fridge, there was no grapes at all. I'm a piehead. Everyone knows it. But for whatever reason, they won't be honest with me. This isn't isolated either. I've gone over a few times, and their place smelled like some straight chronic. At this point, I'm starting to feel self-conscious. Like my parents think I'm a square or something. What should I do? Mind your business. That's what you should do. Mind your business. Your parents, they grown. They are some grown adults. You a piehead, that's your problem. Your parents pieheads too. Okay, next case. That was easy. Am I wrong for assuming my friend's favorite Disney princess? Me and my friend has dark skin. Uh-oh. We were shopping at Primark when we saw a new Disney section. I picked up some Rapunzel merch and told my friend that she's been my favorite Disney princess because people told me that I look like her. I asked my friend who her favorite Disney princess was and jokingly guessed Tiana. I'm sorry for laughing, y'all. I explained that I thought they looked similar with their skin color and hair, and they had the same vibe because my friend works so hard on everything and knows that what her dreams are. She laughed, but I could tell she was upset. She told me it was Moana, and I apologized immediately for my comment because I knew it annoyed her. That was okay, good friend. We both went to find some Moana merch, but the mood changed after my comment. I can see that. I apologized and tried to make up for it by telling her how amazing Moana is and trying to talk about that. I thought most people choose their favorite Disney character because they look like them. I do feel bad about what I said though.
Okay, that's valid. Like, that's legit. That's valid. I mean, I guess maybe there are some people that pick it based off of the your favorite Disney princess look like you. Okay, I get it. Yeah, I get it. Girl, maybe your friend, she I don't think she ain't understand how you meant that. Like, she ain't understand. I see that you didn't mean no harm because you immediately apologized and you tried to just go ahead and change the subject. You felt like, you made the whole situation awkward. Now, I cannot respond. I can't like say how another person should feel about a comment like that because you don't know. I don't know how she was brought up. Like, I done had me growing up. I'm obviously dark skinned. Okay, you see my hands? I'm obviously a dark skinned girl. And growing up, and I'm living in the city, and I'm going to public school, and okay, they had all types of jokes for people that look like me. Okay, maybe I'll mention some of them in a later video, but I'm not gonna go there right now. But they had so many jokes, so maybe that's just a sensitive topic for your friend. But I'm happy that you did take the time to apologize because you could tell that you hurt your friend's feelings or you upset her in some type of way, shape, or form. And I really hope she can get over it. I can't speak for how she should feel because she might have gone through something, but I don't really feel like it was that bad. I don't feel like it was that deep. And I hope you guys were able to rekindle or fix that situation and put it in the past. And next time, girl, just don't assume. Just ask her and let her answer. That's my 2 cents. Next case.
Am I wrong for snapping on my sister? So basically, I'm 18, male, and my sister is 23, female. She is always talking bad about me to my family. I ignore her every time I see her. I don't start with her, but she will get on the phone and talk loud as F about me and act like I'm wrong for confronting her about it. Like, imagine your sister telling your grandma and brother that you tried putting hands on her. And even if they don't believe her, she shouldn't just be able to make up like this. And I can't even just tell her to stop talking about me without her playing victim and thinking just because I'm a dude, I can't defend myself from her annoying BS. So I snapped on her 2 days ago. And she was walking past my room and talking extremely loud. No one out here her. I open my door and tell her shut the F up, and she starts crying and playing victim. I'm not just purposely starting with her. I then leave the house for hours, come back, and she's still talking ish about me. Like, I understand I'm wrong for just snapping, but is she not just asking for it? If I ignore her, she talks crap. If I stand up for myself, she lets the crocodile tears fall. I just finished high school. Is it not weird for a grown behind woman to be gossiping about me to my own family? It's a lot more she's done, but I don't want to drag this out. Can someone let me know if I'm tripping?
Well, siblings just gonna fight. Siblings be fighting, okay? I don't know if siblings be fighting. I don't know if you got siblings, but siblings go to war with each other. But y'all still supposed to love each other at the end of the day. Yeah, you was wrong for like yelling at her because, girls is sensitive. They be crying. But also, I can't be mad at you because she be talking her crap. So, I mean, you talk yours. Like, and you didn't really even say much. You told her to shut the F up, but I feel like it was deserved. I feel like it was deserved. Like, because I mean, if you didn't say that you be talking about her. You just said she be talking about you. So if she the only person that she just be talking about you all the time, then I can't expect you to not speak up for yourself. I mean, I don't know. Just let her do what she do. You just finished high school. You're supposed to be getting ready. Just get ready for college. Don't even worry about it. A lot of times, especially because y'all still kind of young, y'all probably going to go to war with each other. But then at the end of the day, after a few years pass or whatever, y'all probably going to be right back talking, right back friends, cool and everything. But it's okay to take a little break away from family. You can take a little break, separate yourself just to, keep your cool so that you don't even, stuff that she says don't even affect you, because it really don't matter who she tell. It don't matter who she talk to you about. All of y'all, she talking to about other family members. I mean, she talking to other family members about you. I know that could be annoying, but she didn't go tell strangers, so I give her a plus, a little point for that. But I mean, because it could be worse, but you'll get over it. Y'all siblings, just hug and make up. Or fight and make up, whatever. Next case. Am I wrong for resenting my wife's weight gain? Yeah, you know you wrong. Me and my wife weren't athletes or anything when we met. We were both average and at a healthy weight. We both gained some weight over time. I eventually started trying to take care of myself. I got back on my high school weight, and now I'm fit. I lift weights, etc. My wife went the opposite way and just kept gaining weight. I'm sorry. Multiple things are contributing to my resentment. She's to the point, okay, he listed them. Okay, 1, 2, and 3. All right, so 1, she's to the point where she can't manage to be out and about throughout the day for long. She's maybe good to be up and about for half an hour before she can continue. A good example is our upcoming vacation. She's not gonna be able to walk and explore all day. She ended up having to reserve a mobility scooter. This isn't due to any medical condition beyond her body being unable to handle her weight. I feel bad saying it, but I've honestly started to feel embarrassed when we're together in public. Number 2, our sex life is incredibly limited now. She can't be on top. She can only really handle doggy style, and that's it. It's incredibly frustrating because it doesn't feel like us bonding anymore. It feels dull and clinical almost. Not clinical. I'm not playing with you. Her appearance is a turnoff. Damn. Number 3, she puts absolutely no effort into herself. I've tried countless times to encourage her to start trying to eat healthy. I've cooked everything for her, etc. She's never made it to over 2 days before she started ordering delivery. I can't even get her to even keep notes about what she ate without changing everything. Overall, I'm just not happy. This isn't the life I wanted. I want to be able to go out and see things without having to worry if she'll make it. She won't most of the time. Most importantly, I just want a wife who'll put a little effort into herself so she'll live long enough to see her grandkids. I don't even want her to be skinny, etc. I want her to be able to function in a normal life. Am I wrong? You ain't even had to drag your wife like that. But anyways, let me be for real. Let me be serious real quick. I actually wouldn't really be mad. Well, I could see if you were saying like your wife was getting a little bit chubby. Like, I wouldn't think much of it. But if you're saying that she's losing mobility, like, I could see how that's frustrating. I can really see how that's frustrating. It sounds like you tried. It sounds like you tried your hardest. It sounds like you be meal planning for her, trying to at least show her the way to get her on the right track. You're not just throwing jabs at her and not trying to do anything to help her. So I completely understand your frustration when you're saying that your wife is no longer the woman you fell in love with. I feel so bad, actually. Like,
just in general, like, I feel bad for her because it seems like she must be having, I don't know if there's something going on in her mind, like mentally. Maybe she's losing herself. Like, because a lot of times people get into relationships and they get comfortable. You ever heard of that comfortable weight, that relationship weight? That's what most people, I got it right now. But you get a little chunky when you happy. But girl, losing your mobility, oh man, I know, even as a husband, that gotta be hard to watch. That gotta be hard to watch, watching your wife just destroy herself. So I don't think you're wrong. I really hope you don't leave your wife. I really hope you just try to stick it out with her and try to just push her to be that woman that you once fell in love with. I don't really know how to tell you to go about and getting her to see. Maybe you probably gonna have to just be for real. Like, you're gonna have to be serious with her. And the reason I say that is because if she's let herself get this bad, like it's gotten this far, then I really feel like she's gonna need a strong reality check. You know how like women start getting themselves sexy and get it together when after they didn't got broken up with, or they out of a relationship and stuff like that, you know. Maybe you're just gonna have to scare her a little bit. Like, is that wrong? That's probably wrong of me to say, but maybe you're gonna have to scare her a little bit, because I don't really know what else to say that's gonna really make her jump up and move her little booty. I really don't know, but I really hope it works out for you. Please try to stick it out with your wife, because I really don't believe in divorce. I really don't like the idea of divorce. You picked her, so you gotta help her mental state and everything that comes with her, because you chose her. That's your woman, that's your wife. Keep her. Okay, guys and girlies, nail babies, I think we got room left for one more story. Y'all want one more? I'm gonna give you one more. Am I wrong for not lashing out at this girl for saying that I have ugly privilege? I still feel so gobsmacked. I've never heard that word before. Sorry. From this interaction, I'm not even mad. I'm just confused about what I should have done. I was talking to this girl who sat next to me during a spin class about how hard the class was outside after it ended. For a little bit of context, we are both in our early 20s, but she looks like your quintessential tall, thin, tan, and pretty blonde, while I'm darker skinned and built like a toadstool. Girl, don't you do yourself like that. Don't you dare. Short and stout. Okay, you're short, you're shorty, little thing like me. We were both in a workout clothes, and a guy catcalled her saying how good she looked in her fit, walking by with his friends. She scoffed, turned to me and said, "Oh my God, guys are so disgusting. You're so lucky you have ugly privilege." You're so lucky you don't have ugly privilege, and I don't have to worry about things like that. Oh my God. Girl, I jacked that whole sentence up. She said, "You're so lucky that you have ugly privilege and don't have to worry about things like that." I cannot even speak. I'm flabbergasted. Being floored and very confused, I asked her what she meant, and she clarified that I clearly don't have to worry about things like being catcalled, harassed by men, or being discriminated against in the workplace. She also said that it must be so refreshing to not have to spend hours worrying about how I look around men. Genuinely being at a loss for words, I just said okay and told her to have a good day before I went to my car and sat in confusion for 5 minutes. I cannot. Look, I ran out of time, y'all, for talking, but girl, just know I'm happy you didn't lash out, because if I lashed out, I wouldn't even it wouldn't even went well. Listen, so I'm happy you didn't lash out. You just don't ever talk to her again. Okay? That's it. Don't ever speak to this person again. She's terrible. She's horrible. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's all for the Reddit stories for today. I really hope you consider hitting that like and subscribe button for your girl.
It would really help me a lot trying to get YouTube to push my videos into the nail girl world algorithm. And if you hit the bell notification, you'll be alerted every time I post new videos so you won't miss a thing. And I guess that's all for today. I will catch you guys in the next video. Bye.
Brings me